I just want you to understand that you gon' make it, bro. You gon' get to the bag, you gon' get the money. Everything gon' fall in line the way that you want it to. You just gotta be patient. You just gotta stay down. You can't be stressing about when it's gonna hit. That's the wrong perspective, and that's why you burning out. That's why you so inconsistent, because you so focused on the outcome and how fast you can get to the outcome, how fast that you can get to the money, that it's taken away from your day-to-day productivity. It's taken away from your day-to-day like progress that you actually making, because you don't even see none of the progress that you making because you solely focused on like, man, I need that 10K. Man, I need to quit my job tomorrow. Like, relax. You gotta focus on the daily inputs, knowing that if you complete these things every single day, it's gonna get you to the next level. Now, I understand this, bro. Like, I've been in positions where it's like, bro, I gotta quit today. Like, you'll literally be sitting at your job and it's like everything at the job going wrong to get you to like get in that mindset, like, man, I gotta get up out of here, bro. Like, this ain't for me. Like, bro, like, why am I here? Like, jobs, like, I don't know what it is about it, but like, you'll have these days, it might even be weeks where it's just like, bro, if something don't change at this job, I'm gonna walk out and I ain't finna come back. I understand that, bro. I've been there plenty times, but you gotta think long term. You gotta remember and ask yourself, like, why am I doing this in the first place? You got that side hustle on the side. I'm telling you, like, you want to get that channel off the ground. You just started your content creation journey. Like, you're trying to become, not even trying, you ain't trying. You're in the process of becoming an entrepreneur, a content creator. And that's what you want to do full time. And you want to make the money from doing this. You want to get into the digital products. You want to get into the affiliate marketing. Like, whatever lane that you taking, whatever niche that you in, is completely fine. But you got to have that as a reminder. Remember, I already told you, don't look at your job like it's just playing defense on you. Your job is not playing defense on you. Your job is your teammate. Your job is throwing the lob. You know what I'm saying? Your job is giving you the assist to get to the goal. Like, without the money coming in from your job, there is no foundation. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The more that you try to rush the process, the more that you only focus on like, man, it gotta happen right now. It gotta happen right now. That's needy energy. The longer it's gonna take. So you gotta shift your focus to understanding that this is something long term, that if it's gonna really sustain, it's gonna take some time. And you gotta not attach yourself to other people's speed and how fast they moving. You don't know like what they doing behind the scenes. You don't know what they got going on in their life. You don't know who they connected with. You don't know how much work they putting in. So just because it hit for somebody else faster does not mean it's gonna hit as fast for you or faster for you. It could take longer, but you gotta be okay with that. This was one of the biggest things that I had to realize. Mind you, I've been making content since 2020, December of 2020. By now today, in my mind, I should not be working a job. I should be making a consistent 5 to 10K a month solely from content. But I'm not. But I'm glad that I'm not, because my identity and my mindset is just now getting to where it needs to be for me to actually step into that. For me to actually be able to sustain it. Yes, I've had months where I've made 5K, 6K, 10K, even 10K from content. You get what I'm saying? So I know what it's like to make the money, but I also know what it's like to spend the money and lose the money and be trying to figure out how to get it back the next month. Like, you gotta get out of this hustle mode. I'm grinding. Like, I know we gotta get to the bag. We got bills to pay, but it's all about like leverage. Like the richest people in the world, bro, they're not thinking like, oh, hustling and grinding and I gotta get it like all over the place and clustered, because a clustered life, a clustered mind is a clustered life. This is why, like, you ever hear how people say, like, if your car dirty or your house dirty, it's a reflection of your mind, or it's just a reflection of your internal state? I really genuinely believe that that's true. So I try to always keep my mind clear, and I'm more intentional about this now. Like, I'm even to the point where I'm not getting on my phone past 9 o'clock just so I can give myself that clarity to just think and just be present with myself. Because if not, I'll doom scroll till I'll literally close my eyes and fall asleep. Now I'm not looking at it like, how much effort can I put in? Like, how much content can I get out there? Like, how many reps? Nah, it's not about that. Now I'm looking at it like the 80-20 rule. If you don't know what the 80-20 rule is, I highly suggest that you look it up. Basically, it means that 20% of your inputs is gonna determine 80% of your outcomes. So you may be doing 50 million different things. Like, let's say that you got a task list, you got 10 things on your list. 2 of those things are gonna make up 80% of the results that you would get if you did all 10 of those things. So essentially, the other 8 are either irrelevant or they're just not as important. You know what I'm saying? So you can either delete it or you can delegate it. So when I look at that from a content lens, what are the high leverage tasks that I must complete every single day? When I get off work, I need to record some content, long form content and short form content. I need to post some type of long form content, some type of short form content. And that's every single day. Something needs to be posted. Something needs to be marketed. I need to be putting myself in front of new eyeballs every single day. What are the low leverage things that don't really just matter as much? Checking the analytics, responding to comments, things of that nature, like journaling, reading 10 pages. Like those things are important, but they're not literally moving the needle forward as much as me literally posting content and marketing my products. Those are the two most important things that I must be doing every single day. And it does not take all day, every day to get that done. This is why I tell you, if you truly want to take this content creation stuff serious, you want to learn how to monetize and build a personal brand online, you have to literally give yourself the time to do it by structuring and scheduling it out, because you have enough time. I'm telling you, I go to work at 7:30 and I get off at like 3 o'clock and I get home at like 4 o'clock, right? That's more than enough time for me from 4 o'clock to 10. I go to bed at 10. That's more than enough time for me to record at least one YouTube video, post at least one short, and post at least one reel. And what's good about me is I'm using AI to help me out. So when I record a YouTube video, I literally put it into AI and it make the clips for me. So it's easy for me to repurpose and post 3 shorts every single day, because as soon as I post a video, I'm gonna chop it up. So I got shorts on standby. Like I could be posting 5 to 10 shorts a day if I really wanted to, but I keep it at 3 because I'm not trying to post the most amount of content. So that way it's like if I have some things that I got going on the weekend that I got coming up that I wanna do, or I just know that I'm not gonna have all the time in the world to just sit in front of the camera, I'll make sure that, okay, during the week, I'll make sure that I batch record all my content. So when the weekend comes, even if I'm busy or not at the crib or out of town, anything can happen. I don't have to worry and stress and be in my mind like, dang, I'm not gonna have time to record today. I already have videos in the vault. But what I'm not doing is sleeping in on the weekend, having fun before the work is done, spending unnecessary money and unnecessary time, but then still be complaining about how I gotta go to work on Monday. See, it's all about the identity. I understand that, look, it's gonna take some time, but if I do it correctly, I'm not gonna have to look back. So that gives myself more patience and more freedom. Like when you because it's good to have like a long-term vision, but you also got to have that urgency every single day. Like I'm not telling you to just take your time and act like you got all the time in the world to accomplish your goals. But what I'm saying is don't be so hyper fixated on doing it as fast as possible. Yes, move with speed, but don't only be focused on it got to happen tomorrow. It got to happen tomorrow. Like, yes, your work ethic needs to match that. It needs to happen tomorrow, but you have to have the understanding that it could take 3 months. It could take 6 months. But if you lock in for those 3 months, those 6 months, and treat it like you only got 2, that's what's going to really help you speed up the process, because none of us can control when it's going to hit. As much as we would like to, we cannot control it. So to consistently think about that and fantasize about that all day, every day, and want it to happen as fast as possible, you're going to burn yourself out. Because that's the difference between being consistent for a month and then being inconsistent for a month. The person who's consistent for a month understands that, look, I'm gonna lock in every day for this 30 days, but it could take 60 or 90. But if I never show up and be consistent, it's gonna take at least double that time. That's why I made sure that at least I'm gonna post 1 YouTube video a day, right? Even if I drop off to 5 videos a week, I understand that there's still enough volume for me to feel like I'm moving the needle forward, because a lot of people, they're not in the process of posting consistently that much. Like I've been blessed to love and have a passion for making content. So this does not feel like work to me. I can do this all day, every single day. It does not feel like work at all. Once I get a video idea and concept in my mind, I turn the camera on and I just rip it. Like I don't need no script. I don't need no prompter. Like I might take some notes here and there, but that's about it. Like this is what I love to do. So to be able to do this the correct way and be able to make money from this, like that's a dream come true. But at first, when I first started making content, it was always how fast can I get to 5K a month? How fast can I get to 10K a month? But being somebody who was living paycheck to paycheck, it's literally impossible for me to think that far out. Even if I was showing up every single day, I wasn't able to see my progress and really feel like I was making any progress because I was so hyper fixated on the outcome. But now the mindset that I got now is simply, okay, I'm focused on the inputs. Like the money is a byproduct. The money gonna come if I'm posting content, showing up every single day. If I'm marketing my product, the money's gonna come. So now I don't look at how fast I can make 5K or 10K. Now it's like, do my inputs match me getting my first sale? If I don't have a digital product to sell, how am I gonna get the first one? If I'm not making content around the product that I just created, how am I gonna get awareness and attention on it to be able to get the first sale? If I don't get the first sale, I can't get the 10th one. If I don't get the 10th one, I can't get the 50th one, the 100th one. You get what I'm saying? Like if I'm not making the first $100, how am I gonna get to the first 1,000, first 5,000, first 10,000? So it's all about baby steps. Yes, you're gonna have clarity and direction, but you wanna take it a step at a time. This is why you don't compare yourself to people who are already making 5 figures a month, 10, 20, 30K a month. You're not there. You can't relate to them. They can't relate to you. But me, you can relate to me. I'm not making no money from this channel yet. But that's the process that I'm heading in. But you can just take notes from me. I'm showing up every single day. I'm not waiting till I have this big audience to make a digital product. I already have one available. Why? Because money and success love speed. Then after already making digital products, after already making content and stuff like that, I know that it does not take that much time. The one thing, see, there's another law that you need to look up. It's called Parkinson's law. I think it's Parkinson's. And what this basically means is the time that it takes you to do something is going to expand based upon like how much time you give it, if that makes sense. Basically, it's like this. If you in school or you in college or something like that, and you got a report that's due, and it's due next month, or that's too long, and it's due next week, it's gonna take you a week to do it. And you probably gonna do it the day before and you're gonna knock it out. But let's say you had 24 hours to get it done. You gonna lock in right then and you gonna get it done. So did you really need a week to do it? No, you were just overthinking, procrastinating, putting it off, and giving yourself that much more time because you had a week to do it. But if you only had that 24 hours, there ain't no procrastinating, it ain't no putting it off. You gotta lock in and get it done right now. That's how you have to treat this entrepreneurship. That's how you have to treat your side hustle. You have to treat it like you have to view it from the lens of a business owner. That's why I say, yes, you wanna have the long-term vision, but you gotta have the urgency right now. If you give yourself a month to go ahead and make your digital product and start making content till you get ready, that's how long it's gonna take you. But if you're like, nah, you know what? I gotta get this digital product created this weekend. I gotta get my YouTube channel created this weekend. Like, I gotta make my first video today. Once you get in that mindset of like, what can I do right now today? You're gonna start seeing much more progress. And the progress is the only thing that matters every single day in the grand scheme of things. Because when you look back and you reflect, it's not necessarily how much money did I make. That's not the only thing that you're looking at, right? Because when you're looking at the money, you got to go beyond that. It's like, okay, if I made any type of money this week or any type of money this month, it was due to specific things that I did, because the money is the byproduct. So if you made any money, it's simply going to be because you posted content, you marketed content, you got awareness, you got exposure, and that generated leads, and those leads converted. That's what it's all about. So if I'm never making videos, if I'm never talking about my product, if I'm never promoting my product, telling you this, the link is in the description, I'm never going to make any type of money. But also, when you come off as money hungry and needy and chasing the money, I'm telling you, it's gonna run away. The money is already out there. Billions is already out there. Mind you, Elon Musk is a trillionaire. He could spend millions of dollars every day for the rest of his life and not go broke. So the money, there's a surplus of money. Money is literally printed, it's fake. Money has no inherent value other than the value that we as people agreed upon. Verbal agreement gives money the value. So is that really any value? No, the money's not backed by nothing. Money is either a piece of paper or it's numbers on the screen. It's fake. So what I'm telling you is there's an abundance of it to the point where you don't need a scarcity mindset, to the point where you don't have to be needy for it. Money responds to value, right? This is why I tell you stop trading your time for money and become a valuable person who money flows to. You got a phone that you're watching this video on right now. Turn the camera on and talk about something that you're passionate about. What do people already come to you for advice about? It could be dating, it could be money, it could be fitness, right? It could be mindset. It could be anything that people already come to you about. It could be the fact that you know how to cut hair. You play an instrument, like anything. You could literally make an ebook out of that. Sell it for $27. Make content around it and build awareness around it, showcasing your expertise. And you could literally make money on the side while you still got a job. You're not going to instantly be able to quit your job. You could, like, it's a possibility, but that doesn't need to be the only thing that you focused on. It's baby steps, one step at a time, one step at a time. Can you show up and make content every single day? Can you do things in a timely manner and stop giving yourself all the time in the world to go ahead and get things done? That's what it's all about. Because if you can truly just lock in, be disciplined, and have a long-term vision with short-term just intensity, bro, you hit the sweet spot. I'm telling you, you hit the sweet spot. Like when you can have long-term patience but short-term intensity, bro, you're gonna be a beast, you're gonna be unstoppable. Because everything about your external reality, everything about your bank account, it's a lagging indicator, I'm telling you. So whenever I make my first sale, it's not gonna be because of something I did the same day that I made the sale. I can assure you, it's gonna be because of the foundation of things that I did leading up to that. The 2-3 weeks prior, or however, you know what I'm saying, however long it takes, that's what it's gonna be about. So that's what you gotta think about. Like, okay, I might not have the money that I want in my bank account right now. I might not get the subscribers that I want. My product might not be the best, or I might not even have a product made. But once you get those things done and you start to literally, okay, let me check that off. I made my video for the day. I posted my reel for the day. Okay, I promoted my product for the day. Let me just check this day off as a win. Even if you ain't make no sale today, even if your bank account is in the negative as you did all those things, you still move the needle forward in terms of what's gonna happen in the future. But if you're inconsistent, if you're not willing to put the work in, if you're not willing to learn the skills, if you're not willing to have the patience, if you're not willing to learn from people who came before you, you're gonna stay stuck and you're gonna stay broke. So if you're ready to get started, creating the content, monetizing the content, building your personal brand about whatever you are skilled at, whatever your expertise is, click the link in the description and pin in the comments. I got my digital product out for y'all boys. How to make your first $500. It's called the $500 Blueprint. I literally give you the blueprint on how to go from scratch, creating content, to building your digital product, finding your niche, building the awareness around it, and literally making your first sales. So if you're a beginner, you're ready to get started, this is why you're working a job. I'm telling you, less than 10 hours a week, you can get this business up and running. I'm telling you, click the link in the description, pin in the comments, $27. It's literally less or equivalent to a DoorDash meal. Cheaper than a haircut. My haircut costs $55. So some of these things, when you think about what you're paying for, bro, certain digital products that you can get access to, the return on the investment for the price that you're paying is literally priceless. Like the value that's in there for $27, honestly, I should be charging y'all a little bit more than that. I'm gonna be completely honest. I ain't trying to gas myself up, but the proof is in the pudding, man. I'm not gatekeeping nothing. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I want everybody to eat and everybody to win. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gone.